Hi, my name's Natasha and I'm the List Girl. I'd like to share with you 6 ways that a bucket list can change your life. The entire purpose of a bucket list is for us to experience new things. It's for us to learn new skills and to put in words all of our desires and our wants. Pretend like there are no barriers. There is nothing holding you back. If you had all the money in the world, if you had all the time in the world, if there is something you want to do, put it on that list. Bucket list goal number 775 on my bucket list is to write 100 lists. This, I do believe, is list 18 of 100. This is 6 ways that a bucket list can change your life. Number 1, you will learn new things. There are several things on one's bucket list which are quite obviously educational or that will grow your skills, like learning to play a new instrument, picking up a sport, learning to speak a new language. These things require learning something new. But there have been things on my list that have taught me important life lessons which I didn't think it was going to. Number 2, you will make yourself way more interesting. Since I started my bucket list back in 2010, I have been making way more memories and gaining way more experiences than I ever would have done without my list. Yes, I have a full-time job, and yet I still have loads and loads of time, and I get to experience something new every single week. I'm also not as boring or feel as bored as I would have done if I didn't have a list. I used to watch movies and play video games every single day. I still watch movies and play video games, don't get me wrong, I love them, I am a nerd. But a lot of my extra time that I have, instead of always watching movies and playing video games, I consistently check my bucket list and figure out something I can do that week. And because I'm doing something new every week, my day-to-day is no longer as linear. I get to experience new things, I get to try new activities, learn and attain new hobbies, and when you express that in conversation with other people, you're no longer having the same conversation you're having every day. You're no longer telling people the same thing over and over again, because now you have something new to tell people every single week. Which leads me to point number 3. You'll have more to talk about. When you're trying something new every so often, it gives you more to discuss in conversations. Not just because you have a new story to tell, but because when you try something new, or when you visit a new culture, or you gain a new experience, you also gain new information, which for me is amazing because I'm Asperger's and conversations and not something that come naturally to me, but because I have new stories to tell and I have new knowledge to share, I can have way more conversations than I used to before. You'll have an exciting, ever-changing new hobby. Apart from the fact that you'll be taking up a bunch of new hobbies and picking up a bunch of new skills, the fact that you're a bucket lister is a hobby in itself. Number 5, you give yourself the opportunity to live your life to the fullest. When you write your bucket list, you are giving yourself the opportunity that you need to accomplish your life's deepest, most treasured desires. Essentially, you're not just planning your bucket list, you're planning your life. By writing it down, thinking about it, and turning those words into actions, you are pushing yourself to live the life that you want to live. You are doing the things that you truly want to do. The difference between a bucket list and a regular to-do list is that it forces you to face your mortality. It forces you to think about what you would do if you only had a year left, or a month left, or a week left. What would you do with your time? Despite the fact that this may be difficult to do or is difficult to think about, it is extremely important to do so. Let me explain why. We as humans have this instilled gene to to procrastinate. My entire life at university was a sequence of procrastination. And why? Because I kept thinking that I had time. Oh, I have 2 essays? No worries, I got time. And then what would happen was that I would toil with my time, attempting to de-stress or avoid thinking about important things in life, which I thought were too difficult to think about. But then, a day before or 2 days before, I would panic as I had spent my time avoiding the inevitable due dates. But the thing with this life is that we don't even know when our inevitable due date of departure will be. And yet, we still toil with our time. This is the only time we have, and we toil with it because we are too afraid to face the important things. When we realize that our time is short, the idea to realize our ambitions, our aspirations, our goals, our desires, our wants, they become a lot more imminent. This feeling then becomes motivating, which leads me to point number 6.
This view though.
Yourself some much needed motivation. I don't know about you, but the fact there is so much I have not yet experienced scares the hell out of me. If I get hit by a car tomorrow, or if England succumbs to the largest tidal wave known to man, drowning its entire population including myself, I will go with literally a million regrets, and nothing fuels me more to want to complete my bucket list and experience things that I've never experienced before, and to see things that I've never seen before, than the knowledge that I have of temporality. Our time on this earth is extremely limited. From a young age, I have witnessed death knock on the door of a wide range of age of people whom I loved and adored. We are at a time where dying of old age is no longer our biggest concern. Literally anything can happen to us this very second. If my words right now are filling you with the desire to travel, with the desire to learn something new, a desire to pick up a new hobby, or a desire to change your career, please, I implore you to let this feeling sink in. Let it fuel you and motivate you to enrich your life with experiences and memories that will allow you to face your inevitable death with absolute zero regrets. You can put off your essays. You can be late to your job. Hell, you can even miss the bus and get the next one. But life is the one thing on this earth you should never postpone. So write your life list. Grow meaningful and beautiful relationships with your families, friends, and partners. Fill your life with experiences rather than material possessions. And one day, when you go, you'll go with a smile.